Go away, you road hog. Get off the road.
What are you doing, you bloody idiot? Can you believe it?
You can't even drive.
Goodness me, I can't believe the way you drive. It's only an old car.
It's because you're an old man.
Thanks. Right, this is it.
How are you doing, Rob?
All right, mate.
Good to see you, mate.
Lovely to see you, buddy.
And your lovely car. Wow, what a
Yeah,
car.
it's all right, isn't it?
Wow. How long have you owned this?
About 5 years.
And just for the viewers, it's a Jaguar XK150.
3.8S.
What year is it?
1960.
1960.
Yeah.
Do you know what's weird? Just been working on a 1958 Mercedes 190 SL, which was obviously 2 years younger than this, but this looks Neanderthal. You know, when you look at it, it looks like a 40s or a 50s car, doesn't it, in comparison?
Yep.
I mean, it's
got
beautiful,
style.
not in a bad way.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Yeah.
And you've got the original, well, cross-ply looks on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks correct,
It had those when I bought it, in fairness.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah. And the wheels we haven't touched. But the rest is really been rebuilt. It looked very nice when we bought it. But we took it out a couple of times, got about 3 miles away and it broke down.
Yeah.
A few times.
So you bought it from 20 feet away?
Yeah. Something like that.
No, but you know what, Rob? It's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look
it
at
is
it.
now. Yeah.
So it's been like a labour of love. It's taken you a few years and that.
It's not my labour. It's we've had it done not far from here by William Haynes, who's the grandson of Mr. Bill Haynes.
Oh, the Haynes manuals, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure it's the Haynes manual.
Oh, right.
He was the chief engineer and engineering director of Jaguar.
Oh, right.
I think he actually developed the XK engine.
Right.
With a team, obviously, of other guys, but he was instrumental in that.
Where was Jaguar? Was it not Longleat?
Coventry.
Coventry?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a place by Nottingham as well where they used to make them?
I don't know. I don't think so. But originally, Bill Haynes Senior used to work for Roots Group, and he helped with he developed the Sunbeam, from what I gather. But then moved over to Swallow after the war.
Swallow?
Yeah, which became Jaguar in 1946. So he joined Jag in 1946. Before this, I had a Swallow Duretti. The Duretti Swallow was basically from Swallow sidecars. They decided to try and build a car, so they built this car, which was beautiful, wider than the Jag XK, so competed in America with the XK. Tube Industries bought Swallow, and then apparently the Jaguar hierarchy phoned Tube Investments and said, if you want us to continue buying your tube for our Jaguars, XKs, then you better shut down the Swallow car production. So they turned it off overnight. Do you want to have a look at the engine?
Absolutely, I thought you'd never ask.
Well, I'm sorry.
You could have polished it, Rob.
I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? The engine's been completely reconditioned, as has the gearbox. Triple carburetors, they've all been reconditioned. We've put a fan on the front to try and help it. Basically, obviously it's not designed to be in traffic for long periods of time.
We just looked at a friend's Lamborghini Espada and it had 6 Webers.
Oh wow.
What a car.
That must eat fuel.
Oh, it was like, you could see its mouth open like that, feed me.
Absolutely. Yeah, this does about 21 miles per gallon.
That's not bad.
15 to 17 locally, but if we're on a run we can get up to 22 in fairness. When we went up to Scotland we got about 22.
The XJS is a nightmare. It's the thirstiest car I've ever driven.
Is it? What do you get out of that?
It says like 26 and all the rest of it on a run. You know, on the computer.
That's in the days when
but you can see the computer laughing when it's telling you.
Yeah.
And what's this colour again?
Forest green.
Forest green.
It's a grey green. It's original. its original colour.
It's amazing.
It's a grey-green, yeah.
And do you just take it to shows, or do you use it in the
I
summer?
just use it. I don't. I mean, we belong to the Jaguar Drivers Club.
Yeah, it's a good club.
Yeah, but we don't use it apart from telling our insurance company that we belong to a club and get a discount.
You shouldn't be saying that, you know, they're going to be watching this.
Well, I'm sorry about that if
No,
they are.
they're nice people. I've met a few of them at the NEC and they seem like nice people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, a lot of clubs are snobby and you feel a little bit intimidated.
Yeah.
And you feel uncomfortable, but they really make you feel at home and they're always on hand to help you out. And that's the good thing about clubs, good clubs anyway.
Yeah, yeah, fair play. We've never been, so we've never tried it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe one day we will take the plunge.
Yeah. So what made you buy one of these?
I've always wanted one since I was a kid, really.
So go on, how did it start? Was it on a poster? Did you just see one
No, it
driving
was at
past?
the NEC, I think.
And how old were you?
Well, probably about in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these days, just about be able to afford it, so we decided to take the plunge.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with the colour and the shape of her.
And this was the original colour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really unusual.
It's obviously been redone, but it is the original colour, yeah.
Well, they didn't paint them in 2-pack in them days. It wasn't around, was it?
No.
And the finish you can get with that is phenomenal. But in saying that, that's celly. That's painted in cellulose.
Is it?
And it's not too bad, you
No,
know.
it's
If you
nice.
do, you know what it is? It's more difficult to paint than celly.
Yeah.
Because 2-pack in a way hides a multiple of sins, you know.
Right.
I wouldn't say hides a multiple of sins, but it goes on much easier, it flows out,
Yeah.
and it goes on a bit thicker, and the finish and the shine is unbelievable. It's, you know,
This has
that can't compete with it.
This has got a ceramic coat on it, which might change the colour a little bit. I'm not sure,
Yeah, all right.
but it might do. But to try and protect it,
Yeah.
we decided that we would go for it.
And you'd recommend that's quite pricey, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was about 800 quid or even
Yeah,
£1,000 to
You
be
take
honest.
like 3 days on it, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but maybe hopefully worth it if it elongates the life of the paint job.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I might get ceramic coat myself on my face. It's looking a bit worse
you
for
might
wear
need
lately.
it.
You're past it.
Some
you
of
can
us
forget it. You need a total respray. So shows the interior. This looks
Yeah, sure.
amazing. Oh, you've locked me out.
I haven't actually. Okay. You'll have to forgive the sweets. You can even have one if you want.
I think I might, you know.
Yeah, help yourself. Not too much room. The dog, we have a retriever, and the retriever takes quite a lot of the room inside up.
You let the dog in.
Thank
there,
you
yeah?
for that. That's very kind of you, Gary.
Yours. And what you put something down, obviously.
Yeah, put a towel down. Sometimes she sleeps in the well. With Judy. Judy sits in the co-pilot seat, and
Headlining is perfect.
it
as
is
well,
good, isn't it? They've done a good job.
Really good job. And I noticed the floors are completely flat. Yeah, it's lovely.
They worked hard.
And this is the original colour, or was it
It
red?
is the original colour.
That'd go
everything.
nice with the red interior, but it's quite common now, isn't it? I like
Obviously,
a light interior.
The seat belts are not original. They weren't original in this car because they didn't have them. My wife would rather have a seat belt than not.
I mean, in them days when you think about it, you know, as babies, we were carried on our knees in cars, on the front seat, no seat belts, no crash steering wheels, so there was like no protection whatsoever. But
No,
you know, when you think back, you cringe. No power steering. Has this got power steering?
it has.
From you?
No.
Electronic?
Yeah, but we use it only when she's on the move. There's a little knob underneath. See him?
Yeah. It's the motor, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just fitted it to the 190 SL I
Have
work
you?
on in California. Transformed the car.
Well, I'm getting a bit old, and to be honest, it's much easier to park it in a tight space.
So you bought this when?
About 5 years ago from a company in Yorkshire. Funny history, actually. She sold at Bonhams for 180,000
Yeah.
about 5 years ago. and then 18 months later sold at Bonham's for 80,000. So somebody lost a lot of money.
Wow, your game.
Well, I didn't buy it unfortunately for 80,000, but I think I probably bought it off the people who bought it.
Well, it's quite a rare one, this, isn't it, Rob?
It is.
And
yes.
What does the S stand for?
Good question. Probably super, I would think. It's triple carburettors and it's 3.8 engine.
Sport.
Sport could be, yeah. Probably added a few extra bits and pieces so that they could charge a lot more money for it. But I think when this was built, it cost something like the average wage would have needed something like 5 years to pay for it.
Wow. I always gauge cars back in the day by how much it was for a normal semi in suburbia.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like this this Lamborghini we were looking at. I think it was 16,000 new, or 13,000 new. But when you consider, like, my parents' house was 3,500 back in 1964. It's 4 of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you look at it like that, you think, oh, it wasn't a lot, you know, back then. But when you put it against that, you think it's just phenomenal money, isn't it?
But if you go up to Hidcote Gardens, not far from here, they've got a Dennis lawnmower, 1958,
Wow.
which cost £262 and 6 shillings.
Yeah.
So actually, this didn't cost much more than that. It's quite interesting.
So how much was this in pounds when it was new?
I don't know. I can go and find out. I've got some information that will tell me if you want to know, really.
I think a lawnmower was probably, wasn't that mini money?
£262 in 1958.
How much was a mini in 1958? That's when he first came out. Probably 1,000. Oh, no,
no.
It's probably 500 and something pounds.
Maybe
wasn't
less.
it? Yeah. Wow.
Maybe less.
What a lawnmower.
Well, and it's not that big. It's not. It's just one you stand behind. Yeah. Because new engineering.
Revolutionary
Absolutely.
at the time, yeah. I mean, you look at these cars as well, back in the day, Rob, they were often owned by pilots, weren't they?
Yeah.
People in the Royal Air Force. And
Yeah.
I often wondered, you know, when you look at old magazines, you see these beautiful cars, Aston Martins and Jaguars like this for sale, and they're normally like flight lieutenants, and you think, where did they get the money for that? But they were well paid, I think.
They were well paid, yeah.
And plus they never got a chance to spend it.
No.
So when they go on leave, they'd have all these many thousands of pounds. What do they spend the money on? They buy themselves a nice car like this.
Not only did they earn a few bob, but they actually were taken all around the world and put into nice hotels.
Oh, don't be bitter now. Come on,
given
Rob.
entertaining.
You were a foot soldier, yeah.
So there you are. Yeah. So no wonder they had a few bob in the pockets. They didn't have to spend much.
This is absolutely spotless, isn't it?
Yeah, they've done a great job, I have to say. A great job.
But is it done now, or is it like never say never? Is it like an ongoing restoration?
With all old cars,
yeah.
The answer is something might go wrong, isn't it? I don't think you can buy an old car and expect it to be perfect for life. But when I bought this, and as I said, I broke down a few times, I took it to William, and he actually asked me the question, what do you want of the car? And I said, I just want to be able to drive it. It's a nice looking car. I want to drive it and have a reliable motor car. Because he will actually do what you need. I mean, it's only a question of money, isn't it? If you want it to be original, he will build it that way. So that was really what I asked him to do, was to look at it and deal with it so that I had a reliable motor car. We went up to do the NC 500 around Scotland the other last year.
Any breakdowns?
One, and that was basically the terminal on the battery hadn't come away. So the answer was, that wasn't a breakdown really.
No,
in terms
not
of
really.
that.
No. Was it the negative terminal was frayed?
No,
it just come away. It hadn't been tightened on properly. Yeah, I've done that loads of times.
And actually, it was the isolator that was on the top.
Yeah.
That actually
was playing
had
up.
a problem. Yeah.
Should we put the bonnet down?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Well caught.
Oh, thank you.
It was a fluke, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I saw the panic on your face.
Yeah. So would you like a drive?
Absolutely love a drive. I
Would
thought you'd
you?
never ask.
Do you want to drive it?
Really?
If you want to drive it, you can, as long as you're insured.
Yeah, I am insured.
Go on then.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You sure?
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on, get in then.
All right then. I'll get in. Do I have to get in the passenger seat?
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
You'll have to get that door fixed, Rob.
I've locked it. Yeah, maybe you will. Good. Chucks away. She's on. She's on. Yeah.
Do a press.
Press that.
Oh, I see. You didn't tell me. Oh, wow.
Knock this off. Just let it out. You're not in gear.
All right.
That's,
Not shaping up badly.
It takes time to get used to it.
No, it's one of them. It's give it to the passenger to put into first, isn't it? It's quite
the-
a long travel.
Yeah, the gearbox is hard work.
Once you're used to it though, it's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the steering is lovely.
Yeah.
Has it got 4 or 5? 4's fine anyway, isn't it?
5. Well, you've got overdrive on your right. The engine's
Lovely.
only done about 4,000 miles since the rebuild.
Yeah. Sweet as a nut, that, isn't it?
You're on 4th.
Yeah. How'd you get into 3rd?
You want to go 3rd?
Yeah.
Hold on. That's 3rd.
Oh, really? What a weird box.
As I say, the gearbox is quite hard work,
It's all right going up, it's going down.
but I'm used to it now, and I don't find it a problem.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of travel. I mean, I drove an MG BGT the other day, and the gearbox was absolutely lovely, but it was so close.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
It's weird because 1st and 2nd are far apart,
Yeah.
but between 3rd and 4th it's
There's
tiny.
nothing. Yeah.
Nice little village.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't get in that 3rd.
Do you want me to do?
Go on.
What's in?
All right.
You were in.
How can this be national speed limits? Really? Did you see that sign, national speed limit?
What did it say? National speed limit.
Yeah.
Oh, it means remember what? I suppose it's just reminding you.
It was the circle with the line through. It was
Oh, I
national
see.
speed limit.
Ah, so you can do 60.
On a single track road.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, but they do.
I think the guy must have come out the pub and he put that sign up.
That was put up probably in the days when people actually
Horse and
thought
cart.
about what
Yeah.
they were doing. And there's a polo field here on the right where Prince Charles has been known to play. T-junction. Turn right, in my opinion.
Oh, that is, yeah, it's some travel, that, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why you think 3rd and 4th will be a long way, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're not. It's interesting. Yeah.
It's got some poke, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Really smooth, really
Yes.
lovely, and the steering does make a big difference,
It
doesn't it?
does, I think so.
I
Yeah.
can imagine the drive without that.
Oh, well, yeah. It's almost impossible for me, I'm afraid to say, when it's stationary without any assistance.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a tight spot. It doesn't do your tyres much good either, does it?
No. Where did the tyres come from, Longstaff?
I can't remember. You ask all these terrible questions.
Yeah,
and
like,
you forget I'm
you
an
don't like
idiot.
to wrong foot you, Rob. Well, just eating these roads, isn't it? It's lovely. Nice bit of torque as well.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll pull away in second.
Yeah.
But even from here, you can still see the styling of the bonnet.
Getting a little bit better at that box.
Yeah, you come in.
Just knowing in your head where it is, isn't it?
Z-bend coming up. Could you tell that I'm a navigator?
Navigator?
Yeah. Navigated from London to Beijing in 2000 in a 1947 Buick, and then from Peking to Paris 2007 in a Cadillac Coupe.
And they were both manuals?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Do you want to go a bit faster there? Lovely smooth drive this, and there's no pulling to the left or the right.
No, they've done a good job. As I say, she looked nice when we bought her, but she was a wreck underneath.
There's a lot of rust in it.
No, actually no rust.
Well, that's a big plus.
Yeah, no, it was in, yeah, from a shell point of view, from the chassis point of view, it wasn't a big problem, no. Very little rust. Perhaps round the side lights, if I remember rightly, they had to put a bit of lead in around the side lights.
Yeah.
But that's quite a difficult piece to make from an engineering point of view, isn't it?
Yeah, what were you saying, Rob? Wasn't it in the shop this week for the speedometer?
Yeah.
What was wrong with it?
Well, it wasn't registering. Right-hand bend coming up, acute.
You just can't stop navigating me, can you?
No, I can't. It's what I do, isn't it?
It's what you did.
Oh, blimey. We're behind that now. Might be able to overtake it. Oh, there's Judy. Hi, Jude.
I didn't want to give Judy a heart attack.
No, probably right.
I saw her mouth drop and she saw I was at the wheel.
I don't think so.
Look at him, he's going some, isn't he?
There he is. She's responsive, yeah.
Yes, beautifully responsive. Really surprised. And it feels like a light car.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's a combination of the steering or the way the car, the way it's sitting on its suspension. It just feels really light and responsive, you know.
Yep. No, I'm pleased with it.
They're quite heavy cars, these, aren't they?
Very heavy, yeah. So we got matching numbers.
I love the simplicity of all this. Just enough there, just what you need, isn't it? And it's nicely laid out. It's like jewellery. Is this original?
No. No. Got to have some comforts.
Yeah.
Don't run right over there's a good lad.
I'm trying to.
Right back. Good, well driven. Well done, mate.
Bit of a dodgy start, but we did okay.
Just like a pro. Excellent.
Always be careful of the seat belts. You know what I love about it as well, Rob? The way the windows overlap.
Yes, nice.
So the back one doesn't come down. It's just like a quarter light.
It's a quarter light, just opens up. Yeah.
It's a shame they didn't design it so it was like a pillarless coupe and they both came down, but listen, what a beautiful car.
Let me show you the air conditioning.
You meant to let one off
Air
as you push it
conditioning.
with your foot.
Pardon? I did it with my foot. Both sides, yeah.
Oh, right.
Now it's open.
And it's got like a gauze filter on it.
Yeah. spoils the line, but who cares?
Yeah. I don't think it does. I think it's all right.
Okay.
I love the way it sits as well, Rob. Sits nice and even, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it leaf springs on this?
Yep. Again, they've been done.
Yeah. I did my brother's, he had a Toyota Land Cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
I restored that. There's some work in them leaf springs, isn't there? There's some tension in them.
There is a lot. Well, tell me a bit about this.
This belonged to my old landlady, well, young landlady from P Practice, and it was a pride and joy in the 90s when I filmed there for like 6 years throughout the 90s till about 2001, and this was her pride and joy. And her husband had an XJR, and yeah, he bought that from the factory, and she bought this second hand. It was a few years old, and she absolutely adored the car, you know.
It's lovely, Nick.
Yeah, it's a V12. The thing is about these, Rob, all I've done inside, by the way, is put a new headliner in. Nice. You know, you can buy them online, because the other ones used to sag like a bear's parachute on your head, you know. But it's beautiful, you know, the hide, everything's lovely, the carpets are all original, and it smells nice, you know.
No, it does.
And I'll show you the engine.
It smells like a proper car.
Yeah, it's got the big old lump, the V12, you know. Okay.
I'll let you do it, because I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll try and catch it.
No. That's it. It's just there. There you go. Yeah.
Wow,
see the
that's
heat?
a lump.
That's what the heat does to it, and you can't get these. But they've got this horrible, well, I say horrible, it's a strange setup. It's a Treves braking system where you've got a little motor, so you don't have a brake booster or a servo unit, and it runs off a master cylinder which is underneath the reservoir there, and it's very complicated. You get like little leaks, or there's ways to bleed them. You've got to do it in sequence, and the brakes are buried in the middle of the back axle, you know, the subframe like E-type Jags were. Yeah. So it's all very complicated, and as you can see looking at this, it's all huge. Honed in. Yeah. You know, it's like shoehorned in.
Imagine taking that out.
Yeah. Imagine putting it in. Imagine trying to work on it when it's in. That's the main thing. You can't get it anything, you know. There's a lot of cars like that from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a big lump.
Yeah. And you know, we were saying this about the 928 GT, you know, the Porsche 928, that was meant to be like the successor for the 911, and it never was. No. And the same with this was never a successor for the E-Type Jaguar. But because they're named as a successor, they never acquired their own identity, and they're always compared to the one before them, which of course, they were nothing like these. But if you take that away from it and say, look at it as a car, as a design, it's actually a beautiful car, you know, it's a really stunning design. Yeah. And I think it's unfair, but as the years go on, people start to appreciate them for what they are. Okay, they're greedy, okay, they're problematic. And at the time, you know, at Jaguar back at the factory, they'd literally grab any piece of trim. So you get brown trim with beige or red. It was all like it was all, you know, just thrown together. But, you know, I'm sure 1 in 10 were an absolutely beautiful car. You know, you got lucky. It's
a lot longer than the XK, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot more room in the back.
There isn't, you know.
Is there not?
No. If you've got toddlers with paper legs, you might get them in the back. Not much, is there?
There's not a lot.
I think these were originally designed as a rear engine car. It was at the time in the States when they were trying to ban convertibles. So they never even thought about a convertible. Or sports cars, 2-seaters, something like that, because of the amount of accidents over there. Yeah. And it never got passed, the law never got passed, so they basically changed it to a front engine car, and because of the tax incentive in selling cars so they could sell them cheaper and therefore compete in the market, they put two back seats in, which were, you know, no use as an ornament. Yeah. I mean, I'll get a lot of aficionados and a lot of, you know, purists of XJS lovers, which, you know, I love the XJS, but it is what it is. Yep. You know, I don't care what they say, there's hardly any room in the back.
Are these original colours, inside and out? Or?
Yeah, totally original, yeah. Wow. It was restored back in the 90s. They had everything done. It was a bare metal restoration.
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
It is. It's a nice car. Yeah. But for me, the Achilles heel of the Treves braking system. I feel like putting servo units in there, which is probably sacrilege, because you like to keep a car
Probably,
original.
yeah.
I do anyway.
Yeah.
But I'll get to the bottom of it. Somebody messaged in to the channel saying they had exactly the same problem, and you never see anything on YouTube, you know, because no one knows how to sort them out. And he replaced all the seals in his master cylinder. I think there's little kind of there's little relays in there as well that can go sticky. It's a bit of a complicated system, but I suppose it's not that complicated when you take it apart and you start doing it, you know.
Yeah.
You know what we do with these jobs, we kind of procrastinate a little bit and think, oh, I'll get round to that, because you don't want to face it. But when you actually get into it, it's not nearly as difficult as you thought.
We've always got to make it sound as though it's hard work, haven't we?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the missus will never believe you, will she?
I get accused of making it look easy, but I promise you it's not. We cut out all the throwing spanners at the wall and all the expletives, you know. But we love it, don't we?
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
And it's a great community. We all help each other out. We're all interested in each other's restorations, like you and I. You know, it's a nice little world to be in.
I noticed you've got the name Jaguar on the side here.
Yeah, well,
on the rubber.
These side trims, believe it or not, are completely original. You know, someone messaged in and said, get them stupid trims off, they're not original, but they were. They were just a phenomenal extra, you know, expense-wise.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it sets it off.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, she's nice. But you can see the difference in the two cars. This has become more sleek.
Yeah.
And that was more pretty. Like, look at me. This has become more sleek, hasn't it? The lines are sleek.
I think that's sexy, and that's a little bit more sterile.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say sterile. I'd say sleek.
It's very spaceship-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got all these little ways of doing things.
It's
like
got the wedge.
Instead of slamming the bonnet down, you just place it down, then pull that, and that pulls it down.
Nice. Can't be bad.
You know, you speak to people who worked on the factory, and they've always got fond memories. It was a real innovative kind of, it was a big deal, you know, to come from the E-Type to this. Even though it wasn't a replacement, it was different. It was like a change of the times, wasn't it? You know, in the shape and the design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful car. Lovely. They're all lovely.
Should we go and get a cup of tea?
Until you buy one.
Yeah, until you sell it. It's nice again though, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So thanks, Rob. Thanks very much for showing me your lovely car.
Been almost a pleasure.
And we beat the rain.
We did beat the rain. Wasn't that nice? So, do you take milk?
I'll tell you what, guys, what a lovely way to spend an afternoon, and what a beautiful car. You know, it got me to thinking, the way I've been neglecting the Lotus and we've been showing that a little bit of TLC, I think it's time for the Jag, isn't it? So I've just ordered a load of parts off David Manners, the parts specialist. I'm going to start with the suspension, shock absorbers. I'm going to move on to the power steering, and we're going to show this car some love, because I'm sure you'll agree. This is a car that's also worth it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you all next time. Thank you for watching this episode of Classic Obsession. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you all next time.